squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway on a Monday night. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. On first down, Love. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Love looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw on second down, Love. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Come on, run back. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Bring it. Bring it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Joker, Joker, Joker. 64.
Here's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. What's it?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Check 4. Watch it. Ready.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Love. They've got his man complete. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there for Carolina. And even 60 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Black 45. 951. 951. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brian Burns coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Off the play fake. Love. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second and 10, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 13-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Any weapon.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That second down play nets a -4. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Better bring it. Come on. Better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, let's go. Come crowds. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Now Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Slam. Green, come and see. Show it up. It's free. Hey, let's go.
First down, Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And it's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 19 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Blue 80. 51. I got him. Green, come and see. 50, that's it. 51. You got it. Let's go.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 24, check 81. Flip it.
Winston now. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 49, check 49, check 49. Wait.
Here's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Throwing on first down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know in order...
He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. From the gun, Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 20.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded at the 2. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st down, Love. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Devin White, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
45.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. And escapes the sack. Flush to his right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Sonny, quit talking about it.
Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, 41 yards. And the interception by the Bucks D leads to a touchdown. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. 30 base. Let's go. Buzz. 61. Matchbox. Right. Target, target, target. And go.
Throwing on first down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check 45 to Mike. General. West. Switch.
2nd and 15. Yeah, he'll find Hall. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Race don't travel. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
45, Mike, 45.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Love, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here we go. Check 37. Wait, 17. 6 guys.
They'll run it with Jones. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the twitch.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Still on his feet. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Check, crunch. Check. Timing. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Let's get it together, team. Here we go.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh.